Alright, on today's video, we are back at the range, and today we're going to be doing the review of the Caldwell Precision Turret Shooting Rest. Now, I have put two videos out before this. One, we did an unboxing and an assembly video, and I showed you how I put this together. The second video, we set up a table down in my reloading room, and I think we tried 4 different guns on this rest. We showed you that it will work with a bolt-action rifle. It'll work with an AR-15, an AR-10, and even an AK-47. Now, this review is going to be actually shooting a couple guns with this turret rest. I've got my 300 Blackout out here. We're testing out a new reload, so I want to use this to test that. And I also brought out my Savage MSR-10, which is an AR-10 in 6.5 Creedmoor, and we're going to test it out with this today too. I'm pretty excited to do this video because I really like this rest, and I think after I shoot with it today, I'm going to like it even more. Let's get to it. Alright, so this is my 16-inch barrel 300 Blackout, and what we want to do here is we're going to set this down in the rest, right here where the bolts connect the handguard. And we're going to set that down. And what I want to do is kind of tilt this forward, and we want to just let this lay flat, okay? Now I'm going to spin this towards you. So we've got this laying flat, and this gun's empty, nothing to worry about there. And what we want to do is take this and tighten it down. And I'll show you why we want to mount it right there. So we got it nice and tight. We'll turn it back. We got enough clearance right here, because I forgot to bring smaller mags out here today, so we're going to have to use standard capacity mags with it, which is not going to be an issue. All right, one thing that we covered in the last video was what is different about this rest versus a lot of other shooting rests. And I've got an example here that I'll put on the table in a second. But a lot of your rests, your buttstock is sitting in the back of that rest, which is where your shoulder has to go. And I'm going to show you what the issue with that is, especially shooting off a bench like this, because this bench on the 50-yard range here is different than our benches on the 100-yard range. So what this does, the platform raises up and down, and it focuses on your grip of your AR-15 or your AR-10. And if you watch that last video, it also works with the bolt actions. You can tilt it up higher and rest it right here on the back. So what does that do? Why is this so important? Well, on a bench like this, if I were to slide this rest back, it's going to slide off the table. But since this is so short and compact, I can just sit right here on the gun just like this. Now, I do have a target set up down there at 50 yards, and we're going to shoot the first group at the top left. So what I want to do is get this dialed in. The nice thing is I can slide this back and forth to where I can get my eye relief right where I want it, which I really like. Now, the other nice thing is with this rest, you can loosen up this front leg, and it is telescopic back and forth. So you could actually, if you had to shoot downhill with it, well, you can rest down
And then you can raise this up to even get more elevation if you need to make a downward shot. Now here where I'm at today, on the 50-yard range, we just want this all the way out. We'll tighten that down. You've got tons of adjustability with this. You know, you can swing to the left and the right, which you can't do with a lot of other shooting rests. There is just a lot of benefits to this rest versus others. All right, so here's one of my old shooting rests. You guys have seen me use this on the channel a lot. Now, the nice thing with this one, it's telescopic back and forth. So you can adjust it to get that eye relief where you want it. But here's the problem, and this is what I was talking about earlier. If I slide this all the way back, it slides off the table. So when I want to get dialed in right where I want, now my gun is angling up, and I don't have a way to make a back adjustment here. All I can do is lower this front down. And the problem I run into on this range is even when I lower that all the way down, I'm still a little bit above my target. So this doesn't work well, especially on this style bench at the rifle range, like the Caldwell turret rest. All right, we are all set up on the 50-yard range. I've got 5 rounds of some reloads of mine. These are just Hornady 110 grain VMAX. Now, to load a mag in this, you want to tilt your gun forward, insert your mag, and you're good to go. Now, right now, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot a 5-shot group at the top left. So I'm a little low right now, so we're going to adjust our dial here, and we're going to just drop down just a little bit right here on our dial in the back, like I showed you in the last 2 videos. And now we are right on target. So let's shoot our first 5-shot group. All right, we're set up on the 100-yard range, so let's talk about this bench. So this is one of the shooting benches you see pretty much at all the ranges. You got your cutout right here where you can sit. Got about an inch behind my back leg here on the table. I got my stock adjusted 1 click back, and I can get right in here, and I got perfect eye relief. Now I've got the 6.5 Creedmoor in here, mounted it up exactly how I did the 300 Blackout. I got a PMag 20 here with 5 rounds in it. I do have a camera down there rolling on the target, so no problem at all getting that mag in there. Just tilt it all the way up, start putting it in and bring it down, and it falls right into that cavity right there. Can't ask for anything better. All right, I got a camera set up down there at 100 yards rolling. Let's shoot a 5-shot group at that top right target. All right, my final thoughts on this Caldwell precision turret shooting rest is, man, this thing's nice. This is my 4th rest now, and I think the other 3 will probably just go to the graveyard. I won't need them on the channel anymore. This one here is going to pretty much do everything I need it to do. It is heavy. Talked about that a little bit in the other videos. It does have some weight to it, but it is very compact, and I'm just going to keep it in my truck. I'm not going to take it out, and no need to. I'll leave it in the truck, and when I'm out here at the range, I'll grab it out of the truck and use it. I love this back here. To be able to get that precision adjustment right on your target, up and down where you want it, it's so nice. And with the weight and the weight of the gun, it doesn't move around much on you like a lot of other shooting rests. And this thing is just super cool. I really wished I'd have bought this sooner. Now, I did buy this with my own money. Caldwell did not send this to me. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. I can't talk prices on here, but I did buy it on Amazon, and for what I paid for it, I would have actually paid more. This thing's worth every penny. It really is. And I'm just super, super happy with it. This is definitely one of them purchases I don't regret whatsoever. Well, that pretty much wraps it up. This is really nice. It's easy to get your mags in and out. You know, you can move it up and down as you're taking them out or putting them back in. And yeah, man, nice rest. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.